this is Charles Onyett with IGN. I'm here with Nick Colin.
Hello.
And I am playing the PC version of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim in a snowy area right now. And for the review of the game, I played primarily on Xbox 360, but I have played quite a bit of the PC version. Seems to be a little bit of a fight happening here. I didn't realize there were bandits. But I was doing mostly magic-focused combat on that one, and this is a melee character. So my horse is all over this fighting, so I'm just going to bypass that whole thing and go into this ruin. This is a Dwemer ruin, which are basically the dwarves in Elder Scrolls lore.
They were sucked off the planet somehow, but they're technologically advanced, and the ruins are full of sweet machines.
Spoilers. You'll notice that load time was extremely fast. That is much improved. I mean, the machine I'm running this on is not a bad rig, so that's to be expected. But it's much improved over the console loading times, even with the game installed on consoles. Here, let me see if I can.
I'll show you a real fight.
I'm using my shield to block here, obviously, but I have a specific perk active that whenever an opponent does a power strike, it will actually send the game into slow motion. He doesn't appear to want to do any power strikes.
He's just really hacking
so
away at you with
I'm
this.
just going to attack him then. Here, I'll use a shield bash so I can stagger him.
Oh.
I got this. And then that is one of the many sort of
The fatalities, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a fatality. I'm not going to take that Warhammer.
It's got a dragon head on it.
It does have a dragon head. So regardless of when you start a game, you don't really have to make much of a class decision. So even though I'm doing sword and shield here, I can still use magic if I want to. So I'm going to bring up my favorites menu, which is Q, and just equip a healing spell, and then I can use this as I normally would. I don't have very much magicka because I haven't been leveling that up, so I can't use this for very long, and you can see my health is refilling rather slowly. However, there we go. I just boosted my restoration skill. Since I did level during that fight because I was blocking so much, this is what it looks like when you level up. So you get a choice between magicka, health, and stamina. Not all the attributes are gone from this game, so you don't have to deal with any stat boosting in that respect. So I'm going to pick health, because health and stamina are important for warrior types. And I've basically been building out smithing to increase let me just build better stuff. Like this first one lets me create steel stuff. Up here I can create dwarven armor, which is what I'm wearing right now, a full crafted set. And yeah, eventually you can improve magical weapons and armor, which I assume in combination with something like enchanting, where you can put magical buffs all over your items at enchanting tables. That can be a pretty good combo because you make the items and you enchant them and you improve them. And by improving, if I just go into my apparel menu here, you'll notice it says superior after all of this gear. So once I craft it initially, then I can do an additional crafting step to boost it to superior, which increases its armor value and stuff like that.
Now I've been tooling around with armor smithing a little bit, and when I've improved gear, it only says fine. Is there a reason for that?
You have to. The superior is like sort of the next level up.
Do you upgrade it again, or is that because you've got a perk?
That is perk based, I believe. I don't remember exactly. I can check.
Twice as much?
Did you get this first one?
I did, but I haven't actually improved any of my steel gear. I was improving iron gear.
This is additional improvements.
Cool.
And then the ultimate perk here is the dragon armor, which is up here. You can see this is on PC. This interface isn't very easily
navigable.
It's not navigated very easily. You can sort of click on specific things, but it's not. There's really no need for that to happen on PC. In fact, the whole interface on PC, it feels definitely console-centric. I mean, you can still do everything with, your mouse or whatever, but like this definitely is more to accommodate a thumbstick. Although you can do direct links to your stuff, like you can just go directly to the map. But it retains the favorite system from the console version, so you just basically set things in your inventory to appear here, hit Q, this list comes up, And then you can say like use potions, which is pretty important for me because I'm not much into magic, so I have to use health potions a lot. Assign dragon shouts, shields, and this crazy mace that I found.
Now, I found the, that is a sweet mace, but
Yeah,
I found,
actually,
I found
you know,
the PC version a little cumbersome, and I really miss hotkeys. Like, for Oblivion and Morrowind, you can set spells to your number
All right.
number bar, and you can switch between them really easily.
Okay, there's the
There
slow
you
motion
go.
effect. So I mistimed my bash, but if they come at me with a power attack while I'm in block mode, it will switch to slow motion, and then I can basically bash them. And
Nice.
it won't hit me, and then I can attack back. I'm gonna see if I can pull off a decapitation here.
With the mace?
Yeah, it still works with the mace. The mace does decapitate. I don't know if that's gonna particularly work. It's funny because against weaker enemies, if you run up to them with a mace or something like that, or once you have the, well, here I'll just show it real quick. Once you have the, get over to here, and then you have up here Savage Strike, chance to decapitate your enemies with a damage bonus on your standing power attack. So if I'm standing in front of someone and do a power attack, then I can
Knock their head off,
pretty much cut their
basically.
head off. I really like how these Dwemer ruins are designed.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've seen one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have the steam pipes all over the place. I haven't actually fought any Dwemer enemies yet.
Like the constructs and stuff.
Yeah.
Ouch.
See if I actually have a block skill up so that if I get hit, if I block an arrow with my shield, it doesn't actually take any of my health down. Or at least it's not supposed to. Nope. There's a little. You see some of the Fallout influence there. It cuts to sort of a third-person cinematic, and yeah, it does the slow motion thing with the goofy sound effects, which is fine. I mean, I think it helps add flair to the system. Oh, here's lockpicking. Hey, you can watch me pick locks real quick. This is just you rotate the lockpick around the top, and you try to find the space where. Oop, I broke it.
So close.
You try to find the space where it will actually rotate the lock the full way around, and then the gate opens. And your lockpicking skill increases while every time you do that successfully, to a large degree, and to a small degree when you do it unsuccessfully. Really like the weapon design stuff. And actually, because I'm using a magic weapon, oh, here, I can show this off real quick. If I'd actually entered by this way, you can fire sometimes. There are traps and things like that you can fire off. Sometimes there's grease along the ground that you can ignite with fire pots or fire spells. In this case, there are exploding arrows.
There's actually also some grease on the ground.
Oh yeah, here we go. Do I have?
You should have a fire spell. Every
do have a
character
fire
starts
spell.
off with a heal and a fire spell.
Yeah, I don't have it hotkeyed though. So let me go to destruction, flames. I'll favorite that, and then yeah. So if enemies are on top of this, you can do additional damage to them if they decide to actually stay on there, which would not be a very good idea. That was basically clearing this out. I'm going to go fight a dragon, but before I do that, I'm going to power up my weapon because I believe I have some soul gems in here. And this this particular mace that I'm using, you can see a little charge bar under here. Now it's depleted because I've used it so often, but if I hit T here on the menu, oh, I don't actually have any soul gems. Well, I can't do that. If I did have soul gems, I could put them into the weapon. It would consume the soul gem and would replenish the magical charge. So that I could. Oop, there's a guy chasing me. He's gonna run directly into that fire. Nope.
Tried to lure you in there.
Yep. See if I can. I really want to do one of these decapitations.
You should just play better, Charles. Pretty sure you're not playing well enough.
So the combat itself still feels a little floaty. I mean, you see some nice effects, like enemies will react to getting hit sometimes, like the way the screen or your shield moves when you're hit with attacks gives them a little bit of a sense of weight, but it's still kind of a floaty system. I think it's definitely better than Oblivion in terms of combat, but it's still not.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
There's definitely room to improve still to make it a little more exciting. But you do unlock more. Okay, there we go.
Ouch.
Mace decapitation. All right, peace. I'm out.
You knocked her block off.
Yeah, I certainly did. So, I mean, when stuff like that happens, it's kind of fun. It doesn't happen all the time, and I don't want that shield. I'm going to go back outside. Yeah, again, loading times pretty minimal. I'm assuming whatever was happening out here has since been taken care of by my trusty horse over there, who I guess I could ride because there's a dragon pretty close to here. Let me go back to the world map. Again, this key layout is kind of weird. You can scroll up and down, but Sheer Point, that will have a dragon at it. So if I just go over and hop on my horse over here, it's just an easier way of getting around than walking. And since I haven't discovered Sheer Point yet, I can't just fast travel over there, which should be a lot more convenient. So I'm just going to ride a horse across the mountains.
Now, can you make your horse sprint?
Yep.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing right now. So horse sprint. No horse armor, you'll notice.
Well, there's still DLC to come, so
Yeah.
let's not.
The industry's oldest DLC joke, the horse armor joke. But yeah, it's not in the game. In case anyone thought Bethesda might slip it in there just to be funny or something like that. You can also play this game from a third-person perspective, which actually works a lot better in Skyrim than it did in Oblivion. So you can just pull back here to standard, by hitting the F key, you just pull back and you'll see it's almost a over-the-shoulder type of perspective. And you can also, with the mouse wheel, you can zoom way out so that you can get a much wider perspective here. Really cool animations too, and
You woke up the
I've bothered
dragon.
the dragon, so he is not going to be happy. I don't think I'm going to survive this, but we'll see what happens. Oh, he's not even landing. Ow, my head. But this is very playable. I mean, you lose the detail that you would see normally on the weapons and everything like that, but it does work. He's still not landing. I can't really do much. I haven't built up my bow skills very much, so I'm not going to try to do.
Just throw your mace at him.
Yeah, you can't do mace throws, disappointingly.
What?
Yeah, these dragon encounters do become pretty formulaic after a while. You sort of get really used to what they do. Here we go. He has landed. I'm going to do a couple of power attacks. And I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to kill this guy unless I had way more potions.
You should probably heal yourself.
No, I'm fine.
Uh-oh.
No, I should definitely kill myself. Oh, my horse is coming in to get in on the action here. Yeah, I'm going to break out my heal spell. I can also... these are magic spells. I don't think I actually have a healing potion with me right now, which is my own fault for not being prepared. You can create your own healing potion. Oh god. Oh, this is going to be really bad. Those guys are serious business. I have no...
What is that?
He has a staff of fireballs, and I am leaving. I can't.
What was that? Oh,
well,
dear.
that is a
That looks like
conjure.
a frost atronach.
Yeah, that's a conjure, so that guy's fine, whatever. I'm just going to run away from him before he stabs me in the face. But the priests that pop out of coffins like that are absolutely not to be messed with, especially if they have staffs that shoot giant fireballs, which do area of effect damage. And that, combined with a dragon and summons, is not something I'm particularly interested in.
But you've totally still got your horse to fight for you.
Having to deal with. Unfortunately, I think my horse is probably still at the top of that hill. Oh god, he's still shooting fireballs at me.
Run away.
Oh, no.
Sprint, Charles.
I can't actually. Because I'm wearing heavy armor, my character is a lot slower than he would be if he was wearing light armor.
Of course, you could ditch the heavy armor right now. You could just drop it into your inventory. And
No.
No.
I'm not giving
Okay.
up on my principles of,
You're right.
Of heavy armor.
How silly of me.
Yeah. Let's see if I can bring up my mace real quick. And maybe I can... I do have a bow in my inventory, but... Yeah, I should be able to take this guy down pretty easily. Clicking.
This is like a really slow version of Diablo
Yeah.
with all the clicking.
There we go. He's done. So hopefully... Oh, now I'm slowed from the frost effects. Hopefully I don't get hit by a fireball in the meantime.
But then the fire would undo the frost effect, right? It would just melt it off of you.
I don't know if it works that way.
No, it doesn't.
One cool part about the PC version is that compared to Xbox 360, You get huge draw distances if you turn the sliders all the way up. A little bit of flickering back there, but otherwise you can see much further than you can on 360. The game still looks great on Xbox 360, but the PC version looks especially impressive. And I am going to see if I can fast travel now to around, let's go south to around Riften. It's a nice area. Oh, spoilers. There are werewolves. And there are some interesting, I will say there are some interesting quests around them that aren't too far into the game.
Are there any throwbacks to the Morrowind expansion that was sort of in Skyrim, kind of? The Souls theme?
Not that I've found.
Oh. Well, fine.
Yeah, but here you get a sense of the draw distance. You can see all the mountain peaks in the distance. And if I were to actually get up on a peak, you could see pretty far as well. Oh, there we go. The butterfly
You can
did
totally
start
harvest
moving.
butterflies.
Yeah, and you get just some things that make the world feel really alive as you get varying weather effects. It'll just start raining, snowing, it'll be foggy. You get northern lights effects in the sky at night. It's really pretty.
And it's pretty much all randomized. I was climbing a mountain and had a blizzard suddenly come up, and then I died on the mountain. When I reloaded and I was climbing the mountain, there was no blizzard and the sky's really clear. And so it was two very different experiences.
Yeah, and you do actually get shouts at some point that will clear the air for you. You can see it's getting a little brighter now. But one of the things I really like about this game is how up front, oh god, a bear. Up front, it doesn't really, when you're creating your character, you do select your race, but you don't really make any choices beyond that because you're not.
Yeah, no class or star sign. It's just.
Yeah, there are stones located all over the world that you can go to get bonuses, so you can have your magic skills increase a lot more quickly or something like that. But yeah, you're not instantly sort of directed into a class role. You're free to go around and try out things for yourself, which I really appreciate. And then, of course, when you build out the perk tree, you have to make decisions there about how you want to go. But you at least get much more of a chance to play for yourself.
Yes, it is.
Bear has been taken down. Obviously, the heavy armor guys.
You
with
barely made it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Really cool armor design. Shield design, yes, but yeah, the armor weapon designs are incredible, as always in Elder Scrolls games.
I like your big golden nose.
Yeah, this is a really cool helmet. I wish I could keep it. I'm going to upgrade it eventually, but yeah, I really like this helmet. Anyway, that's sort of an overview of the PC version. The interface could be better, but in general, this is by far the best looking version of the game. Yeah, the increased load times really does a lot. The faster load times, I think is pretty nice considering you can spend a lot of time staring at a loading screen on Xbox 360. So if you actually have a powerful machine and can get it to look something like this, it performs pretty well, and the graphical rewards are certainly there for you. So I would say this is the version I would rather play if I had a choice, which I do. So I will continue playing post-review on PC, and yeah, if you haven't checked out the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim yet, you should probably go play it because it is one of the best games.
It's super cool for sure.